My name is Linda Rossi, and today I have the challenge of introducing Mary Margaret Rayner, or as I'd like to call her, Merg. I met her sophomore year, but I became friends with her last year when we became locker buddies. At first, she was really quiet, but the closer I got with her, the more I realized that she's honestly one of the most comforting and sweet girls I know, and a little crazy too. So, without further delay, I give you the amazing and beautiful Mary Margaret Rayner.
The car was perfect. It was a shiny, relatively new 2014 black SUV, and in my eyes, it was perfect. We had gone to pick it up earlier in the day, and I'd spent a few hours riding around experiencing all the independence that it had to offer. As I arrived back to my neighborhood, I put on the left blinker just as I had been taught, and then boom. A neighbor rear-ended my car literally 2 hours after I took possession of it. Then there was the time I decided to take a trip to Target, as I readily accepted the responsibility of my errands to give me a reason to get out of the house. I accomplished my task and returned to my car, only to find a dent on the front left corner. Someone had run into my car and fled the scene. Then there was last year when Sweet Helen fell prey to the attraction of this car and ran into one of the other corners over in the junior lot. And finally, another person ran into it, leaving all four corners of what once was a shiny new car, a battered and weathered piece of equipment with remnants of the accidents. My parents decided not to repair the damage due to being certain that there would soon be additional encounters. Although, as time passed, I realized I didn't even want to get the car repaired myself. It functioned fine, ran okay, and I didn't mind its minor imperfections. In fact, I think these little defects add character. As I see the evidence of bumps and bruises on my car, I think how this might parallel life. My car is merely a reflection of me in the way that I have my own bumps and bruises. I'm most definitely not perfect, but none of us is. One of my personal faults might be an aversion to conflict. This causes further dents and scratches in my life by not addressing critical issues that might be fixed with a simple remedy. Moving to St. Mary's freshman year was like a trip to the body shop. It gave me a good understanding of the power of speaking up for myself and learning to address issues proactively. This exercise, in and of itself, helps address my hesitation to speak up when I need to. Experience truly is the best teacher. As we move towards college, my wish for myself and my class is the willingness to advocate for ourselves and others. We all hold so much value in this little St. Mary's bubble, but also in the grander scheme of things, regardless of any detours or bumps in the road. Maybe it's not so much about overcoming these faults, but allowing yourself to become willing to improve while living a flawed life. Regardless of all the dents and scratches that are required in one's journey through life, the experience itself is truly a blessing. Character is honed and formed through adversity, and while we always work to avoid adversity, tough times educate us in moving forward. A scratch here or a dent there is the result of an experience that can be the best educator. Life is a blessing, and moving through it with friends is a privilege, even if they do unintentionally scratch up your bumper a bit. Thank you.